Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw. It's Hines. Trying to get to him. Firing to the right, complete. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Georgia comes quickly to the line. The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, and he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
He wants to throw it again. A shot toward the end zone. And that pass picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
They'll try it over the left side. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Getting some heat. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. He just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler.
And it's caught inside the 30. Seizing an open space 19.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Going with the ground game left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the option. He'll pitch it. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Back to throw, it's Hines. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Power football with the run. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball in the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
He'll pitch it. Open space at the 25. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. It's Nowaski. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quickly out to the tight end. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 14, Georgia 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback checking off. Dropping back, it's Hines. Gets it out fast. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Georgia going up tempo.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
He's looking for a man on second down. Fires to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
A third and long coming up here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver shows motion. On fourth down, looking to pass. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. Back to throw, it's McCaffrey. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll let it go down the right side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. Reese and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
The gift to the back. Defense holds their ground, pick up of a yard. It's at the 26.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, LSU.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
LSU 21, Georgia 7.
Fair catch called for and made. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback checking the play. Looking downfield, it's Hines. He's got the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he could do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Dogs get enough for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Got his man on the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll throw on third down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And the ball is intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He wants to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that ball is picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to throw, it's McCaffrey. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It's now second down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll go right back to it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Back to pass, it's Hines. Forced out of the pocket. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Slings it downfield. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. Some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Offense gets set for second down. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Scanning the field, it's McCaffrey. He makes the connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. At the 35, he's open. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Touchdown, Tigers! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Georgia, 7.
He'll call for the fair catch here. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least a... He lets it fly. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for a man. It's McCaffrey. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
They're working that left side. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to find his man on first down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got him this time. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
The end of the third quarter of play. The score, LSU 28, Georgia 7.
Fresh set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's McCaffrey. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his man. It's Grove. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there, because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. The quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
That is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. It's still got like 20 points. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this up.
Going for the big play. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He's back to throw on second down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an
going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Eastern Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The give as they work on that clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the offense. They'll run play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires on the move. Got his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man, it's McCaffrey. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that we're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.